It's time to adjust that set and turn that dial to WDWNT TV, our new channel where some of your favorite programming from the WDW News Today YouTube channel is heading. If you want to continue to see Boxed In on Fridays, Park Center on Sundays, and as well our Thursday night comedy variety show WDW News Tonight, you'll have to catch them at their new home, WDWNT TV. It's easy to subscribe. Just put in the URL, WDWNT.tv, hit subscribe, and make sure you get those notifications. Again, is the only way you'll be able to continue to see these great shows as they are moving away from the WDW News Today channel permanently. We hope to see you over there at our new home, WDWNT TV. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com, and here now are the top Disney park stories from around the world for June 22nd, 2022. Several characters will be returning to Walt Disney World for non-distance, that means regular meet and greets this summer. Starting July 6th, guests will once again be able to meet Minnie Mouse at the Magic Kingdom. This time she will be alongside Mickey at Town Square Theater. Like Mickey, she will appear in her iridescent 50th anniversary outfit. Prior to March of 2020, Minnie met guests in Storybook Circus at Pete's Silly Sideshow. There was another period during the world's biggest mouse party, Mickey's 90th, also Minnie's 90th, that she was there with Mickey in their 90th costume. So this is kind of a return to that form. Meanwhile, Mirabelle from Encanto will be making her Walt Disney World debut this summer in the Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade, which debuted earlier this year. It features Zootopia characters, The Incredibles, Miguel from Coco, Moana, and more. Mirabelle will join that starting on June 26. No meet and greet for Mirabelle, though. Chip 'n Dale's Campfire Sing-Along will return to Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground on July 6th as well. On July 10th, Peter Pan and Snow White will both return to Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. Meanwhile, Aladdin, Jasmine, Merida, Pooh, Tigger, and the Storybook Circus pals like the Great Goofini in Pete's Silly Sideshow will return to the Magic Kingdom, but no date has been given for those just yet. Also returning in the future with no date will be Toy Story characters in Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios, Donald Duck and Friends at Donald's Dino Bash in Dinoland USA at Animal Kingdom. And get this, Star Wars Launch Bay will reopen on July 17th at Disney's Hollywood Studios after having been closed for over 2 years. When that comes back, guests will once again be able to meet Chewbacca, BB-8, and Darth Vader. That's all some very, very good news. News Today is brought to you by the Sunshine Flyer, the new 1920s rail-themed transportation from Orlando International Airport to the Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Start your vacation experience as soon as you step off the plane with motor coaches that create the atmosphere of old-fashioned passenger cars, and no two are the same. Just in time for summer, kids ride free. If you book your trip now through July 31st, you can enjoy free tickets for kids and reduced pricing for adults as well. The tickets do not need to be used during the time frame just mentioned. To reserve, visit sunshineflyer.com. Kevin and Jody had given us another look at their 50th anniversary Country Bear Jamboree figurine, or figure, whatever. We don't know the size of it at this point, but it's coming soon to Walt Disney World. They previously teased Big Al and Henry. The new image is a much better look at the Henry statue with his top hat and 4-string guitar. It's unclear if the figure will include both bears, if they're both in the same box, or are they separate. It remains unclear at this time. To see more 50th anniversary collectibles from Kevin and Jody, we've also posted the Cinderella Castle statue and the Peter Pan's Flight ride vehicle they've already released. But obviously, having saved the Country Bear Jamboree here at WDWNT, we're partial to good old Henry. Disney has released a sneak peek of some new Indiana Jones merchandise coming soon to the parks and Shop Disney. We first caught a glimpse of some of these at Star Wars Celebration, but Disney has announced even more of them. You can channel the style of Indiana Jones thanks to a new beige safari-style shirt, a brown jacket, and fedora, and collect your own artifacts inspired by props from the movies, including the Sankara Stone, the Fertility Idol, the Crystal Skull, and the Holy Grail. That's right, a Disney theme park is going to sell the Cup of Jesus Christ. That's a real thing. Each collectible will come, that's what it is. Each collectible will come in unique packaging featuring the backstory of the item from the films as well as the history of the real item it was based on. Those items will be available soon in the parks, but available for pre-order on Shop Disney beginning June 24th. Be sure to pre-order your religious artifacts, kids. And coming later this fall will be the Indiana Jones voodoo doll. Oh man, how many people are they going to set with all this merchandise? Religious artifacts, voodoo dolls. Keep it clean in the comments, please. But there'll be a voodoo doll inspired by Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Fans will also be able to get a Staff of Ra headpiece this fall inspired by the artifact in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I need all of this. It's all great. I mean, maybe not the costume clothing. That's not my thing, but a big crystal skull, I'm on board. I need one. The Big Pine Key building has reopened at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa after an extensive refurbishment. This building holds the new Disney Vacation Club Resort Studio rooms, which are the first guest rooms in the new style, but all of the remaining rooms that are non-DVC at the Grand Floridian will be overhauled into this new look, as will the lobbies in the individual buildings. So we have a complete video tour right here on the channel if you want to check out what the future of the Grand Floridian looks like. And as well, if you'd rather look at photos and see some descriptions and us walk you through things, piece by piece, there is a post on our website as well. The Walt Disney Company has filed a patent for a robotic Sherpa, described as a mobile locker, allowing guests to access their stored items whenever they want without having to carry them. The patent shows a robot with cameras that would help it navigate crowds and a mobile app guests would use to recall and lock their mobile storage unit. The storage compartment would be detachable so it can be moved to different mobile units if need be. Quote, the storage compartment can be coupled to the same or a different mobility unit, the patent reads. The mobile lockers can be recalled by a customer to either the customer's location or to a designated location at the venue. The lockers can include any one of multiple locking mechanisms. Lockers, of course, are currently available at the front of each Disney theme park. This isn't as convenient as what you're hearing about now. These robotic lockers would be great for guests who need to bring a lot of things to the parks but don't necessarily want to carry them or need them the whole day. The patent lists examples of packed lunches and umbrellas. Guests could also, of course, store their merchandise purchases. Man, I feel seen. The robots could especially be helpful for guests with young children or guests with disabilities as well. Disney's Magnolia golf course will close this summer for a reimagining focus on holes 14 through 17. Disney's Magnolia golf course opened the same day as the Magic Kingdom on October 1st, 1971, along with the Palm course. The Magnolia was most recently renovated in 2015. Disney provided some concept art of the planned updates, which are not finalized and are subject to change. Arnold Palmer Golf Management will be improving the entire course at this time. The redesign will be led by Ken Baker. The following major updates are planned. Hole 14, currently a par 5, will become a par 4 with a new green location. Hole 15, currently a par 3, will shift location and become a longer par 5, doglegging to the right. Hole 16 will shift location and remain a par 4, but will now become a dogleg to the left. And hole 17, which is currently a par 4, will become a par 3 with new tee box locations. A new wooden bridge will connect holes 16 and 17 through the forest. There will also be several new fairway and greenside bunkers and a selection of teeing grounds to test each level of a player. The overall par 72 of the course will remain. Disney invited PGA Tour stars Sergio Garcia and Gary Woodland to the course for a sneak peek. Added Garcia, quote, it's a fun course to play. When golfers finish their rounds, they can't wait to come back, and I think that's something the Magnolia course will have. I remember when the PGA Tour used to play on those courses, and we used to go watch. It was a lot of fun. It's a shame that's no longer a thing. The playoff system killed it. Thanks, playoff system. Following the cancellation of the Disney Wish's first test cruise, which happened earlier this week, the second test cruise has also been canceled, the one that was supposed to happen on June 24th. Sources indicate that the Disney Wish is facing a number of challenges and it is not ready to sail. We've heard all sorts of horror stories at this point. The ceiling in the atrium needs to be redone. There's no seats in any of the movie theaters, and the list goes on and on and on. It's not looking great at this point. Of course, the Disney Wish arrived at Port Canaveral earlier this week, and the ship has already faced a number of delays related to the supply chain issues. That's what delayed the maiden voyage to begin with. The current maiden voyage is set for July 14th. That's over 3 weeks away. The media cruise, which you know is very important to Disney, got to get the shills in the boat, that'll take place supposedly on June 29th. That is just a few days away. So the real question remains, will they get to the media cruise? Will the media cruise fall back in the schedule? Will they have to push back the maiden voyage? Everything seems to be up in the air at this point. Tentatively scheduled at this point is the christening of the Disney Wish, which is supposed to be a part of that media event on Wednesday, June 29th. The christening will be live on the Disney Parks blog, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at 11 a.m. Eastern, provided the boat is ready. Who knows? Avengers Campus at Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris opens on July 20th, and after a preview earlier this year, we now have the full menu and pricing for Pym Kitchen, which is a buffet here, not a counter service restaurant like in California. Reservations for opening day have already opened, and a couple days beyond that now. Time slots begin at 11:30 a.m. and go pretty late. On opening day, they go till 9 p.m. In fact, the word on the street is that every day the land will have extended hours past that of the rest of the park, which says a lot for Walt Disney Studios Paris. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's 42 euros for adults, 30 euros for children ages 3 to 11. You can check out the full menus on our website. You can join WDW News Today in celebration of our 15th anniversary with an event both right here at WDWNT Celebration and as well at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Hear stories from staff members and on-air personalities from the past and present. Hang out with the WDWNT team and personalized experiences, or of course have unforgettable times celebrating the memories, milestones, controversies, of course, and comedy of the last decade and a half. We invite you to join us again, either here in person at WDWNT Celebration or at the Walt Disney World Resort, or even online for this grand event. Here's our current event schedule. Some of this will apply to people at home. Some of this applies in person. I know it's kind of an ad, but please bear with us. On July 7th, we kick things off with a special 3-hour WDW News Tonight, which will be our premiere on the WDWNT TV YouTube channel. It'll include Liquid Magic, our mixology segment, where we learn how to mix certain drinks for the parks, WDWNT The Match Game, and the first annual theme park electric scooter rodeo, and more. It's going to be a wild time. And of course, a WIGS post show directly after that for all our WIGS members. On July 8th, we're celebrating our birthday with a breakfast at BOMA. We also at 11 a.m. have a number of group meetups at Epcot. At 6 p.m. that evening, we have a WIGS Ultra exclusive dinner event where we'll be opening our museum right here at the studio, which we've been waiting to open for a very long time. And at 8 p.m., we'll be having a reunion of the WDW News Today podcast. You may remember that from back in the day, including a Back to the Future Live on the complete history of the Country Bear Jamboree. I told you how we feel about the Bears. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and the golden age of Walt Disney World during the WDWNT era. On July 9th at 2 p.m., we have an afternoon of fun and games, including Tony Party, Disney Don't Forget the Lyrics, WDWNT The Map Game, and the premiere of a new WIGS exclusive show. At 6 p.m. that night, we have a special ceremony with dinner. And at 8 p.m. that night, this is what everyone's talking about. It's Tom Unplugged, the stories we can't air, where I will share various quote-unquote war stories of the last 15 years regarding the controversies, the memorable moments, and more from WDWNT's incredible legacy, which will include a Q&A session. That is not streaming online. That will only be for people coming in person to the event, because we're going to make them put their phones in those little, bags you seal up. We're going to tell some stories that can't really be disseminated. Then on July 10th, we have some meetups at the Magic Kingdom, as well Park Center from right here at the studio, and a WIGS post show, as well as a farewell party for those in attendance, and more will be added. Registration for those who wish to attend in person is available at events.wdwnt.com. If you'd like to join us for just the July 7th episode of News Tonight in our studio audience, tickets are available at wdwnewstonight.com. They're always available there. You can join us every Thursday for News Tonight. We have a live studio audience here every week. And if you can't make it in person to the event here in Celebration, Florida, we've got the ticket for you, a live streaming ticket, which is only $7. And if you're a WIGS member at any level, it's in fact only $2. And then you can enjoy a number of those panels and presentations and shows streaming during the weekend and even on demand after the event is over. You can get that live stream ticket at the link you're seeing on your screen now. I can't read it. It's a lot of text. We haven't shortened it yet. But yeah, at that link you're seeing right now, that'll get you your streaming ticket. We hope you'll join us in some way, shape, or form for our 15th anniversary celebration. For the absolute latest Disney Parks news, head on over to WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside and a panel of Disney superfans as they take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog, tell you its history, details, give their review, and let you know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes. Or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube at unplanneddowntime.com.